Hello and welcome to How Mundane, the least interesting place on the internet. Today we've got the first of two videos on Black Bolt and White Flare with the regular old boxes. Let's see what we got. So my thought for this one, as you may be well aware, is we're going to do two videos. Since it is a dual set in both the US and in Japan. And those two videos are going to have the two different Japanese offerings, since you can actually get them in booster boxes in Japan. One of Black Bolt, one of White Flare in each, and one of each of the different kinds of booster boxes. So, Japanese sets, as you may know, normally come for the regular sets in booster boxes like this, 5-card packs. And for this one, they are also releasing something more like the specialty sets, which is the kind of little fatter box. And this one's going to have fat packs in it, which is, oh, I see something with the laser hollow. Very cool. So, for the two videos, we're going to do one video, this one, with the two regular booster boxes, see what we pull. There is our first art rare. See if we do better in Black Bolt or in White Flare. And then I will do a second video. The boxes have not gotten here yet, but they are still on the way. Black Bolt, White Flare with the fat pack boxes. The chandelier with the laser hollow. And compare how we do in those two boxes. Oh, Master Ball. Yeah, you can see that. So we get a double competition video out of this double set. That is Black Bolt and White Flare. So if you haven't been checking this one out, it has so many art rares. There is one rare, oh, and here's our SAR. One art rare for every character from the Pokédex, which is nuts. So, the question that I had going into this, and we will see what we end up pulling, besides, of course, is, you know, how is this laser hollow going to look in person? Because I was hoping it would look good, and so far, yes, it does in fact look good. How many of these art rares are you going to pull in a typical box? Because with so many in the set, you always have to kind of wonder with respect to the pull rate, whether that means you're going to get more art rares just because there are so many in the set, or is the pull rate still going to be pretty low for art rares, in which case, you know, getting a master set of this could prove to be extremely difficult. And when you think about this from kind of a card pricing economics standpoint, that pull rate is going to make a huge difference in the pricing on those art rare cards. And so far we're sitting at, we've gotten 3 art rares, well, 2 art rares, an SAR, and a Master Ball. Here is another art rare out of this box. Think about how many boxes it would take to get to the full set if you manage to consistently never pull a duplicate, which seems unlikely. We have pulled a number of EXs, but... And that's the other interesting point of comparison, because the fat packs, and I would have to look up the exact numbers, are supposed to contain I believe, one or more per pack. So you wonder, given that the boxes are similarly priced, they're not exactly the same, but they are close, if you are better off buying one type of product versus the other. And that is the comparison we hope to have available once we get in the other shipments and are able to film part 2 of Black Bolt White Flare, featuring, here is another art rare. I like that one. Featuring those fat boxes. You'll notice this too is similar to what they've done with a number of the Chinese sets as of late, where there are at least 2 different kinds of boxes available. So here we go with the White Flare. Let's see if we end up... it was a total of 1 Master Ball, 1 SAR, and 4 other art rares in that box. So let's see if we end up with another 1 Master Ball, 1 SAR, and 4 art rares out of this box. I do like this hollow pattern. EX. Oh, here's our Master Ball. Yeah, mask. And here's an SR. Now, one of the things I have not heard about this set is whether there's any type of God Pack, Demi-God Pack, any of that kind of thing floating around. Here is our first art rare. Within the, would probably be the Fat Pack products. Because usually for these 7, well, if they had a 7-card Japanese set, they had a God Pack. Chime in the comments if you remember if there has been a 7-card pack. I guess the 151 had the full evolution packs where you could pull all 3 of the art rares for one evolution line, and I believe those were 7-card packs. Would have to go double check. And if you've heard anything about whether there are, any kind of God Pack, Demi-God Pack, Evolution Line Pack, those kind of things in this set, let me know in the comments, because I'd be interested. There's another art rare. Interested to know if anybody has heard or seen somebody open something that might give us an indication of things that could be floating around in Black Bolt White Flare. Here's another one. I do like the Tepig. Tepig playing in the leaves. That's a good one. Another EX. Seems like we're positioned to potentially come out. Here is our 4th. So if we pull anything else out, it is an art rare. Again, only a 2-box sample size here to weigh in on, which is certainly nowhere near anything that would be statistically significant. But if you are someone out there gathering data, here's another 2-box sample set you can throw into your data to try and figure out things about pull rates from this set. Another EX. 2 packs left. This set, of course, also has the very cool monochrome cards, the rarest pulls of the bunch. Is there any magic in this last pack? The answer would appear to be no. So it looks like in both cases we got 4 regular art rares, 1 nicer art rare, and 1 Master Ball from each box. So perhaps that is across the board what you should expect to see. Thanks for being mundane with us. Keep an eye on the channel. Subscribe, perhaps, to come back for part 2 of this once we get in the fat packs of Black Bolt and White Flare. Thanks for being mundane with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.